Come here, Lily. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily and today we're going to be starting the second vlog for Halloweekend week 2. It's already Friday, so I kind of skipped yesterday. I had a long week and yeah, yesterday I just was doing other things. So I'm hoping to start and maybe finish Clown in a Cornfield today. We will see. As you saw in my b-roll for yesterday, I went to Spirit Halloween and I went to Hobby Lobby. I probably didn't do any b-roll there. And I had to come back a half hour away to return some, well, exchange something, because the one thing I got was damaged and I didn't realize till I got home. So I had to come and do that. So I did that. And now I'm at a Walmart waiting for my mom to come out, and then I'm gonna head home and get some breakfast. It's already 10:13 now, but I'm gonna get some breakfast and then hopefully start reading something. So welcome to week 2, and I know that my week 1 is going out pretty late, so I apologize for that. Okay, so it's almost 3:30. I have started Clown in a Cornfield. I'm like a third of the way in. I don't really feel like much has happened. Like, there was a prologue and someone died, and then it's a year later and this girl Quinn moves to, what is it, Kettle Springs. Anyway, so the kids here are very much pranksters and they love doing pranks, but it's annoying the town, and the town just wants everything to go back to the way it was before the kids were all acting out and being bad, and they feel like that the kids have just run this town down. And Quinn's kind of like being dropped into the middle of all this, and she ends up getting in trouble on her first day of school, and she meets this friends group that's kind of like the ones responsible for all these pranks, and she inadvertently makes friends with them. And I don't know. So far, it's interesting, but at the same time, nothing creepy has really happened, except we did just start getting some murders going on in this. I just reached the second one, and I have like theories on who could possibly be doing these, because like you kind of just feel like it's the kids versus the adults. So like, is it the adults, or like who's putting on Friendo, the clown mascot outfit, and like killing people? And it's very interesting. It's starting to get interesting. The first little bit was a little boring, like not a whole lot happened. And I'm glad I have the audiobook for this, because the very like first third of this is kind of boring. But I am probably going to keep listening to it. I'm hopefully gonna finish this today. This one's going to count as a host's favorite trope, which Kelsey from Slime and Slashers, she likes clowns in hers, so I went with this. I was so determined to get this into my October reads, and I'm so happy I was able to do it, because it was initially on as my poll pick for Spookoplathon, but it did not get picked, which is fine. But I wanted to put this on here because I've had this since it came out, and I've just kept pushing it back and back because I want to read it in October, but then October would go by and I'd never read it. So here we are, very happy that I'm finally getting to it, and it's a physical book. Even though I'm listening to it as an audiobook, it's getting another physical book off my TBR. So that makes me really happy. My goal was to read at least one book on the few days that I wasn't reading anything for Halloweekend, and that really didn't happen. I started Nocticadia. I think I'm almost like 20% into it, I think. And then I started the short story collection called At Home with the Horrors. I only read the first one because I was intending on reading one every night before I went to bed. But then I started to go see a therapist, and if you've ever been to the therapist, you'll know that when you're working through some things, it just like brings up all kinds of memories and stuff. So I had a rough few days there, and it was just very stressful. And so I'm slowly getting back into the reading mood, and I'm just glad to finally be picking up something. I'm going to jump back into Nocticadia too. I'll probably read it like in and out and hopefully do that. I'm not sure what bonus prompt I'm going to be doing this weekend. I thought maybe I'd read something different than you usually read, which I have Gone to See the Riverman, but I also am kind of leaning towards read a book that a friend loves, which is Her Soul to Take. But since I'm reading Nocticadia, which is a dark academia, dark romance also, I think I might save that one for maybe next week. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'm reading Clown in a Cornfield for a main prompt for the host's favorite trope, and I have Nocticadia in the background, and I have At Home with the Horrors that I need to start reading some more short stories for, because there's only 14, so I only have 13 left of those. So I'm going to finish it before the end of the month. But anyway, I think that was everything I needed to update you on. We were planning to go on this haunted walk, but it's currently raining and it's getting really cold and it's going to be really windy tonight, so I don't think we're going to go to it. But we thought maybe we would go to a sunflower field on Monday, since the kids are home from school, and they really enjoyed that when we went a couple years ago. So I'm kind of bummed that we're not going on the haunted walk, but it is what it is. And honestly, I just want to take a shower and lay down and listen to a good book. I'm just kind of tired at this point. I also have been working on something fun for next year, and I'm sure you can guess it. It's a TBR game, but I'm learning from all my other ones, and I'm trying to incorporate everything that's going to work for me, because next year I kind of want to go on a sort of like reduced book buying spree kind of thing, but I will explain all that when the time comes. But yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for this check-in. And I'm sorry that I didn't do anything yesterday, but honestly, I only really needed 2 days last time, so I don't want to like overdo it. So I'm hopefully gonna finish this one, then I'll only have one left for 2 days, and it'll probably be something short. So I guess I will see you guys in my next check-in. Not sure if it'll be tonight or tomorrow. If I finish this tonight, then I will probably come back and update you guys some more. But anyway, see ya in the next clip. Okay, so I know it's hard to see, but we just did the haunted walk. We weren't allowed to take videos inside, and I know I said earlier that we weren't going to do it, but we decided to do it. And when I said earlier about the sunflower farm, is apparently a corn maze, so not a sunflower farm. Anyway, so we had a good time. We were the first group to go in, so it was still a little light out, so it wasn't as scary. I don't usually get scary on these things, but the kids did, and it was funny, and my mom did, so that was really funny. So I did my activity that I look forward to doing in the fall. So activity done. It is almost midnight. I wanted to check in one last time today to let you know that I did finish Clown in a Cornfield. I ended up giving it 3 stars, and I had to do some reading of other people's reviews on Goodreads, and a lot of them that gave it like 3 stars and stuff had a lot of similar feelings I did. Like, one person said the first part is like, you're mean to people, and then the second part is massacre in a cornfield, which is pretty much what happened. And I feel like a 3 star is good because I didn't really feel that invested in the characters, like maybe like a smidge towards the end, but I don't know, it was just way different than I thought it was going to be, and I'm kind of sad because it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But I mean, the twist of like who was doing the killing was pretty interesting and different than what I've seen, but at the same time I felt like everything happened way too fast, and I really wish I could have just had like more feelings towards the characters and like connected with a couple of them more. And I don't know, the stakes weren't all there completely for me, and the fact that it took a third of the book to get into anything, like, I don't know, it just, I don't know. For a while, it took me forever to figure out how the prologue kind of like played into it, but I guess it was kind of like the catalyst for some. I don't know. It's just so hard to rate this. I really want to read the second one though. I don't own the physical version or anything, but I know that I could listen to the audiobook on Scribd, so I might try to do that after I finish my bonus pick for Halloweekend for this weekend. But yes, I finished this one for a host's favorite trope, which like I said earlier, was Kelsey from Slime and Slashers, clowns, and so that's completed. I also, in my little check-in earlier, did a Halloween activity, and that was to do something like even waiting to do, like some kind of fall activity thing. And I love going to like the haunted walks, the hay rides, like the haunted houses. So I am counting that one as complete, and it works for this weekend. So all I have left is the bonus prompt that I need to read, and then the photo prompt, which the photo prompt I want to try to do this weekend is a picture of a spooky book with your Halloween made item. And if you recall, or if you've seen my Halloweekend week 1, you will know that I was trying to make a bookmark, and I ended up not being able to do the background color because it was too blended in with part of the apple, so I'm kind of still upset about that, and I haven't touched it. I haven't even done it. I haven't looked at the different colors, so I may or may not finish that one or start a new one and maybe take a picture with like this book. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure what bonus prompt I'm going to do. Like I said, it'll probably be one of the shorter ones. So if Found Return to Hell could be one, or Gone to See the Riverman. Those are the two I'm more inclined to pick up because they're short and I only have 2 days left this weekend. So anyway, I'm exhausted and I just want to go to bed. So, but I wanted to check in and let you guys know that I finished Clown on a Cornfield. I am super happy to have finished it. Gets another physical book off my TBR, and this one has been sitting there since 2020 when it came out. So very happy to have this done. A little let down by it, but I'm still intrigued enough to want to pick up the second one and see what happens. So that is everything for this check-in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy, I don't even know what day it is anymore. It is Sunday, October 8th, and this is the final day for this vlog. You all seen B-roll from Saturday and then no B-roll for today. I didn't read anything yesterday. I just wasn't feeling like reading the two books that I was gonna pick. If Found Return to Hell or Gone to See the Riverman. I don't know that I was in the mood for them. The one I really wanted to read, Scribd had like taken it off and said I had to wait. But then today I looked and it was there, and it is The Nightmare Man. So I did start and finish it completely today. I listened to the audiobook as I was following along, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So essentially what's going on in this book is that this writer, he's writing these really good horror books, and his newest one is starting to play out in real life, and you're kind of following him, and then you're following the police officers covering the cases that are being played out from his book, and they're all kind of like eventually twisting together. I just really enjoyed this. The concept, I want to say it's unique. I haven't read a book that's done this, so I'm really excited to have found a new favorite. And this one is definitely fall surrounding. Like, we've got the creepy scarecrow, we've got nightmares, we've got unreliable characters, and we've got so many twists and turns. And I just really enjoyed this. It was so fun. The characters were all very flawed, but really intriguing to read about. And I just really enjoyed the story. The story just kept me hooked the whole time. And honestly, I pretty much read this in one sitting. Like, I didn't stop. Like, I was doing something else. Like, I was crafting as I was reading and listening to it. But, like, I just didn't want to stop because it was so good. And even now, it's been a little bit since I finished it, but I am, like, still thinking about it. And this is definitely one I would highly recommend for fall. And I'm just so happy that I made it through a second book for this weekend because I wasn't sure it was going to happen. But this one covers a bonus prompt for spooky item on the cover, and it's got the scarecrow, so definitely spooky. But I really enjoyed reading this. I don't know how many times I got to say it, but I highly recommend. If you have not read this book, you definitely should because it was so good. And I recommend the audiobook. It wasn't bad. It's not one of my favorite audiobooks, but I think that the way this author wrote this book was so well done, and it was easy to like pick things up and like gather the information as you're going along. So yeah, I did the activity prompt, which was to do something I've been waiting for fall or whatever, and that was to go to the haunted walk. And then I also watched some spooky movies. I watched the new Haunted Mansion, and I've been watching this show called These Woods Are Haunted. I really enjoy it. And I've been crafting, and the b-roll you saw just before this I should have explained earlier, but I was using the Cricut to cut out some things for the new TBR game I'm kind of working on for next year, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And that was also what I was doing whenever I was listening to this audiobook. I was crafting that game. It's just very stress relieving to craft these games. Like, it keeps my mind off of everything else, so that's why I make so many, but also because they're so fun to make. So anyway, I'm rambling. And then I did do the event. I attended the event on Katrina's channel for this weekend, so I did that. I did not do the photo prompt, which was the one I wanted to do was take a picture of your spooky item with a spooky book. I didn't do that because I didn't finish any other bookmark, and I still haven't finished that one, so unfortunately I did not get to that. But so the photo and activity prompts are not high on my list of things to get done for this readathon. I definitely am just really focusing on the books, but if I have time and if I feel like it, then I will do the activity and photo prompts. I could say that I've also attended a Halloweekend event because I've attended 2 now. So I could cross that one off, but I'll wait and put it on a week where I haven't done anything. So that's 4 books out of 10 down for Halloweekend. So I did Clown a Cornfield for a host favorite trope of clowns from Kelsey from Slime and Slashers, and then I did The Nightmare Man for a spooky item on the cover for the Scarecrow. So I think that was everything. I'm sorry I didn't like do a whole lot of filming and like updating you guys, but I feel like the updates I did do were okay, so I apologize. So I guess hopefully I'm gonna continue reading Nocticadia, although I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for it. Like, it's just not like one that I want to pick up, so I don't know whether to like soft DNF it and wait for a time that I am interested in it. I just lost my interest in it right now, so I don't know what to do. I kind of do want to soft DNF it though, or maybe I should give it a couple more chapters. I don't know. I'll make my mind up this week and let you guys know in the next vlog. But I also need to keep reading At Home with the Horrors. I still have only read the first short story, so I really just need to get my button gear and get that back in. And I don't know what I'm in the mood to read. I was gonna try and read The Ravens, but you know, Scrib took the audiobook away for now anyway. So that one's out. So I kind of think maybe Lady of Darkness, or maybe The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for like some romance, so I guess fantasy romance would be a good thing. Or maybe I could just like pick up a different book that's not on my TBR if I feel so inclined. So I don't know. Anyway, I've been rambling long enough. So like this video down below if you liked it, comment letting me know how your weekend is going, and if you are participating in Halloweekend, and subscribe if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys again soon. Bye!